Hi, I'm Ashley Mallory with Nature's Pure Essence, and I'm going to show you guys how to do a mint whipped body butter. So we're going to begin by putting some gloves on. I like the powdered because it's easier to get on and take off. Next, you want to fill a pot or a pan with about an inch of water, and you want to put it on low to medium low. I use a pan because I like the sides, and you can use a pot, just you don't want the sides to be too high because you want to fit your Pyrex in there just like that, and make sure you leave the handle out so when you go to pick it up it's not too hot. And you always want to keep it on a very low heat because you don't want to you want to try to keep all the nutritious value of your butters and oils as much as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get my scales, my digital scales, and turn that on. And I'm going to get my Pyrex measuring cup and put it on my scales and push the tare button. First, I'm going to weigh my shea butter out, and I do about 60 to 65% shea butter. So knowing the percentages, you can do whatever size you want to do. Like I'm doing about 4 ounces today. Okay, I have my shea butter measured out. Now I'm going to do my coconut oil, which I like to use coconut oil, not the fractionated kind, the regular kind, because I think it makes my whipped body butters more light and fluffy. So I like the consistency of it, and I use about 25% of regular coconut oil. Okay, so now I'm going to do my liquid oil, which you can choose whichever liquid oil you prefer. Today I'm using almond oil, and I'm going to do about 10% to 15% of a liquid oil. Okay, so now this is about 4 ounces together, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in my pan and let it melt. So as my butters and oils are melting, I'm going to go ahead and add some all natural color. And this is optional, and you can certainly use food coloring if you prefer, but I like to make all my products 100% natural. So I am using a mixture of spirulina powder and turmeric powder. So together they make a nice mint green for my mint whipped butter. So while it's melting, I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in. So now I'm going to add about 1% of tapioca flour. This will help it be a little less greasy when you apply. Now that it's all melted, I'm going to go ahead and add my essential oils to it. And I'm doing about 50 drops, which is about 2 milliliters. And I'm doing 40 drops of peppermint and 10 of spearmint. And if you're making this for a child 10 and under, you can just use all spearmint. Going to put it into a bowl. And now I'm going to put it in my refrigerator for about an hour to let it cool down. Okay, I just finished whipping my mint whipped body butter for about 10 minutes on a low to medium speed. Smells so amazing. It's nice and minty and fresh, and when you apply it to your skin, it's going to be nice and cooling. So it's going to feel really, really good for any aches and pains you have, especially at the end of the day. Like if you have sore feet, it's just perfect for that. So now it's really, really light and fluffy and it looks beautiful. But if you'd like to fit more in your container, you can let it sit for a few hours or even overnight and re-whip it in the morning. And that way you can get it a little bit more condensed and fit more in your container. So as you're putting it in your container, you can gently tap it on your counter. That way you can press it down a little bit and try to fit as much as you can. It smells so wonderful and it has such a nice mint color to it, which fits very nicely with the mint whipped body butter. And actually when you let it sit, the color does enrich a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and post up a picture of all my whipped body butters because each one has a different color with using the natural vegetable powder. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you learned something. I hope it was helpful, and I really appreciate you taking the time. Y'all have a great night. Thank you. Bye.